You know, as of recording this video, it's 19 degrees outside, and I would just like to say to the true kings of the north, Toronto Ultra, can you please take your weather back? I'm in Georgia. It should not be this nipply outside. But as the title suggests, I feel like Modern Warfare 2 has lost its Call of Duty feel. Now that may be a little dramatic, but hey, it's a YouTube video. It has to be a little dramatic. And well, luckily for me, I'm naturally both a little sassy and dramatic, so it fits. But I know I can't be the only one who feels this way. The original Warzone had its own uniqueness with it, and that was the loadout element within it. If Fortnite had building and Apex Legends had movement, as well as, you know, the individual superpowers, as you will, Warzone had loadouts. And though everyone might have been sick and tired of loadout videos and this is the meta and the meta this and meta that, it still gave Warzone its unique feel. Granted, with Ravensoft taking over, at least the Warzone side of things, we've already gotten loadouts back as well as a few good quality of life changes. But what's frustrating is this had to happen a month within the launch of the game and not building upon the quality of life changes that were in Warzone. And I know I'm kind of pinpointing loadouts right now, but this issue stems far further than that. I think we can all agree as Call of Duty fans at the height of Call of Duty was Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. It has felt like since then, Activision has just been reinventing the wheel with each of the developing studios, just kind of not building upon what was already loved by the community, but trying to bring in new things, saying, hey, we know you like this, but you don't even know about this, and you're gonna like this way more. And the community has, it seems like every year is cyclical, like, no, could we just please have it like this? I mean, it really does feel like they're trying to overcomplicate something that shouldn't be that overcomplicated. Now, I don't want to go on an existential rant here, but I do want to focus on a few key design choices that just leave me scratching my head. For one, why does the minimap work? If I shoot my gun or someone shoots their gun, so long that they don't have a suppressor, they should show up on the minimap. I want to see the data around not having a functional minimap with red dots. I want to see that data. Two, why is the perk system so overly complicated? And in the multiplayer side of things, why do you have to wait to get perks within the game? Why not just start the game with perks? It's very weird that it's like time gated. And on the Warzone side of things, they're not even adjustable, so you're stuck with preset perk packages. I mean, not having a gun-ho perk that allows you to shoot and slide, or even, let's take it a step back and say, why can't I sprint while I plate? We got a little bit of insight with this from the Twitter account Modern Warzone, who supposedly had a conversation, and it ultimately came down to the developers don't like how the game plays.
They basically said that plating needs to be a decision or like a tactical choice. It needs to have consequences, and it's involved in the gameplay loop. And they mentioned that that they fixed it to now where we can, you know, put a plate in while we bash through a door. Cool. But yeah, plating while sprinting is not currently something that they plan to do, regardless of what all of us are saying.
I guess it's good to know that they're the ones playing the game, streaming thousands of hours every month, and spending enough money in the game to earn $1 billion in 10 days. That was them, not you, me, or the rest of the community. I just want to take a second and highlight COD Mobile here, because it has all of the best maps, the best guns across all of the Call of Duty verse. Instead, the game focuses on core gameplay and cosmetics within the game. I mean, every season that I've seen within Call of Duty Mobile just looks amazing, and the cosmetics actually transform your gun, and they have kill effects like Halo and Valorant. And I can already hear some of you, Warzone 1 had that, and they've had kill effects, but it's dismemberment effects and like actual kill effects are different. And sure, they had it in previous Warzones, not in Warzone 2, not in this game. It feels like we've taken a huge step back with this game. I mean, I would have loved to have seen Blackout built on top of Warzone, right? So you have the Blackout map with all the Warzone 1 elements, would have been fantastic. And you could recycle maps, and you can go from like the Blackout map one, you know, maybe every 3 hours that cycles through, and then you go on Verdansk, and then you can go on Caldera. I think it is silly that you have to stay on one set map. Why not have multiple maps? I think that's one thing Apex does that's a huge W. It keeps it fresh. But I would love to see Call of Duty build on top of that, as well as focus on something like a sandbox or a forge, and allow the community to actually build some of the game modes, some of the maps that could be implemented in the playlist. Like it seems like the community could do such cool, inventive work and actually be inventive, because, you know, I don't want to call out the devs for not being creative here because of the recycled and regurgitated versions of Crown Royale, Hotel, and etc. But instead, they gave us a game where its focus is on a genre that never was Call of Duty. I mean, you could tell at least with Infinity Ward that every single developer loved Tarkov. I mean, every one of the developers does. And you can clearly see that with how this game plays out. On top of, they've already said that Call of Duty is a tactical shooter. It's never been a tactical shooter, never should be a tactical shooter. And for me, this is a clear example of the developers trying to reinvent the wheel and say, hey, we know you loved this, but this thing over here you haven't tried yet and no one's even asked for it. We know this is gonna be the thing. And for me, it's just not. Or maybe from another perspective, you could see it as Call of Duty trying to attack every other FPS genre out there and trying to get their game mode within Call of Duty. I mean, if you look at Ground War, that's the entirety of Battlefield. And that's just a side piece within Call of Duty. However, this is where I'm going to turn to you guys. If you could just wave a little magic wand, how would you fix Call of Duty? What was your favorite Call of Duty? What was the peak of it and that magic? What was the magic around it, and where is that missing within this Call of Duty? But if you made it to this point into the video, please like and subscribe. At 500 subscribers, I'm giving away a copy of Modern Warfare 2. Share it with your friends, that way you guys stay caught up in all of the gaming leaks, news, rumors, and updates. And sometimes I put out videos like this where I'm kind of going on a rant. But I appreciate you guys for liking, sharing, subscribing, for all of that. For doing so, here's a picture of my dog Annie. She's my buddy, she is my pal, she's my sweet little girl. I challenge all of you, make somebody laugh today, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.